Ladies and gentlemen, the Baltimore Ravens have officially placed the non-exclusive franchise tag on Lamar Jackson. We are 56 minutes away from the franchise tag deadline, and it has been deemed that the Ravens will put the non-exclusive tag on him as opposed to the exclusive tag on him. Let's break down what the non-exclusive tag means. He'll make $32 million guaranteed next year if he was to sign this franchise tag. It also means that any other team in the NFL other than the Baltimore Ravens are now able to offer up 2 first-round picks to the Baltimore Ravens and negotiate a deal with Lamar Jackson. If the Baltimore Ravens cannot match that deal, Lamar Jackson is now a member of that team that came in. If he was to get an exclusive tag, which we thought was potentially going to be the case so that they would lock him in to Baltimore for at least another year, it would have been $45 million guaranteed next year, and there's no chance of any other team coming in and poaching Lamar Jackson. As Pac-Man Jones noted today and others around the NFL, the Atlanta Falcons seem like a place that would not mind giving up 2 first-round picks to get Lamar Jackson. If you go back in time, they were in on the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes. They were going to give up a lot and pay a lot. Will that owner, Arthur Blank, give a contract to Lamar Jackson that Lamar Jackson agrees to? He's operating as his own agent alongside his mother. And will it be enough that Baltimore will not come and match it? The story continues for Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens and potentially a new team in the coming days.
I have a question. Okay, so I'm just kind of like fucking 10 teams who I think would make sense to give up 2 firsts for Lamar Jackson. Does it go like waiver order on who gets to negotiate, or does he negotiate with all 10 teams and get the best deal? Like,
I think it's all contractually after that point. Jesus. I think it's just like you're paying 2 to get into the club.
Okay.
Like paying 2 first-round picks to get into the club. Once you're in the club, now it's open season negotiating. And if Baltimore can match, does it mean he has to stay, AJ? Or is it just they have the opportunity to match?
I think if they offer to match, then you have to stay.
Statement,
I don't know how that could work.
Statement from General Manager Eric DeCosta of the Baltimore Ravens. Having not yet reached a long-term deal with Lamar Jackson, we will use the franchise tag. There have been many instances across the league and in Baltimore when a player has been designated with a franchise tag and then signed a long-term deal that same year. We will continue to negotiate in good faith with Lamar, and we are hopeful that we can strike a long-term deal that is fair to both Lamar and the Ravens. That's a big-time sentence right there. Our ultimate goal is to build a championship team with Lamar Jackson leading the way for many years to come. This also follows Harbaugh saying he's 2,000% sure that Lamar Jackson's going to be a Baltimore Raven, and DeCosta saying other things. Obviously, Lamar Jackson and his mother operating as an agency together in negotiations have not deemed that to be a true statement from the Ravens, who, if you listen to Ian Rappaport, could definitely afford to get a long-term deal done with Lamar no matter what the asking price is. Is this also an opportunity for the Ravens to allow another team to come in, negotiate with Lamar so they can see what the market would pay him and then match it and keep Lamar? There's so much at play here. It's obviously very exciting if you're a fan of another team that needs a quarterback. And for Lamar Jackson, there's still question marks everywhere in Baltimore, AJ.
Yeah, there is. I wonder how many teams do you think are willing to give up 2 first-rounders and then start to negotiate a big-time deal with them?
Tone Diggs said there's 10 teams that he could see do it. We all know Atlanta, Carolina. I mean, who knows what the Colts?
Yeah, I put them in there.
Yeah, who knows what the Colts are thinking? Was Steichen as the offense coordinator with Jalen Hurts? I mean, why wouldn't you think about that? Go ahead, Pac. What are you thinking?
Any team that doesn't have a quarterback.
What are your 10 teams? I don't see 10 teams.
Oh, he said bullshit is what Pac-Man said.
People for me.
You got to have the money to pay, too.
Right. What are the 10 teams?
Texans don't have a quarterback. Colts don't have a quarterback. The Raiders don't have a quarterback. The Falcons, the Panthers,
Put the
Titans.
Lions in there.
Titans, didn't even think about that. Him and Derrick Henry.
Commanders don't have a quarterback. The Bucs currently don't have a quarterback. Miami, I mean, he's from there. I don't know if they believe in 2 or not.
There's a lot of teams, is what Tone Diggs is saying, and that's what Lamar Jackson would like.
A lot of those teams don't have that Home Depot money.
No, I agree with that.
No, agreed. That is the thing. Arthur Blank does have that money. If you do recall, I think the Mercedes-Benz Stadium was supposed to be, I forget the number. The stadium was supposed to be like a certain amount of billions, and then it was like multiple billions over top of it. And I think Blank did not blink.
Nope.
Which is a great sentence. If I was Blank, I would say that a lot. My name's Arthur Blank, and I don't blink. In the face of adversity or whatever the case is, probably slipped out of his mouth at least one time. But if you look at Atlanta with Artie Smith and to all the points that Adam made today, That'd be a whole new ball game.
Yeah.
And then if Aaron goes
Whole
to the
new
Jets,
team.
it's a whole new league. It's a whole new league all of a sudden. There's a lot of exciting times and a lot of exciting things. So one of the dominoes has fallen here on this franchise tag Tuesday, March 7th, Connor.
Yeah, and last year with Deshaun, it was kind of like, okay, we got down to those three teams with the Saints, Falcons, and Browns, and the Browns were the most desperate. Like, there are very desperate teams out there, and I think the Falcons are one of them, the Panthers are one. And I really, honestly do think the Colts are one of those teams in there because not only can they give them 2 first-round picks, they have the best of the 2 first-round picks, one of them being the 4th overall pick, so the Ravens could theoretically get another guy, and they have the money. When
I don't know if that matters. I don't know. I think the 2
the
first-round
order?
picks is just like paying the corner on.
Oh, so the Ravens can't say, okay, because the Colts have the best first-round pick, that's the one we're going with.
What the Ravens can do, though, is they have the right to match. Adam Schefter just tweeted, Ravens sent notice to the NFLPA that they placed the $32.41 million non-exclusive franchise tag on Lamar Jackson. He is now allowed to negotiate with other teams. Okay, and then the Ravens have the right to match any offer sheet he signs or take 2 first-round picks in return for him.
Yeah, so if they don't want to match, they take the 2 first-round picks.
And then
but
the
do
other
they get
team.
to pick?
This make all the sense to go to Atlanta. If you go back and look at the season last year, Atlanta was winning the division.
Yeah, they were.
And then Tom kind of crept in and took it at the end. But if you put Lamar Jackson with his team, even though without the puzzles that they don't have right now, they potentially win their division.
Congrats to Lamar.
Yeah.
This is about to get.
Yeah, it's about to get nice.
There's going to be a lot of money.
Sorry, Ravens.
There's gonna be a lot of money. No, but they might. Honestly, the Ravens might be doing this just to say,
Yeah, well.
all right, let's
Let's
see.
see.
Let's
Ravens
see.
ain't gonna be able to match it.
Well,
He
Pack
might get
said they're
paid.
broke.
They're
Atlanta.
about to get paid.
Yeah.
Atlanta, too. Who's his favorite target in Baltimore? Mark Andrews. Who does Atlanta have? Kyle Pitts, who everyone says is the future of the tight end position. So they might do pretty well together.
And also, they're going to
London.
be able to recruit free agents. Like, free agency
Yes.
starts, next week?
Yep.
If Lamar's down there with the city of Atlanta being the city of Atlanta, they're going to be able to recruit some weapons, hopefully.
Odell, to Pac-Man's point,
Odell.
Odell's a free agent now.
If Joe
D-Hop.
if Joe get cut by the Bengals, Joe Mixon.
Well, he needs to stop shooting people.
He does.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Hopefully he didn't
Allegedly.
shoot nobody.
Yeah, hopefully it wasn't
he
him.
didn't shoot nobody.
Yeah, you're right. He needs to stop being around
People
guns
who
being
are
Right,
shot.
shooting
period.
at people.
Yeah, period. We do not know if he shot him, what the story is coming out. All we know is sheriff's department outside his house this morning. Somebody had been shot. We don't know who, how, or anything like that. Just know it's not good. Not good
No.
for an NFL player who's about to maybe do a new deal,
Right.
be around guns. And it's not good for somebody who got shot either.
Period.
So not a good story to wake up to for that. But I think he'll be able to recruit people down there if he was to go to Atlanta, AJ Hawk.
Instant juice down in Atlanta if he gets the gig. Like Pac said, they need something to kind of bring some energy, bring some excitement. And Lamar is absolutely. It almost seems like it fits too well for it to happen. Like, hey, yeah, of course it makes so much sense for Lamar to do this, for him to go down there, for Atlanta to want him. That I almost feel like it's too good to be true.
I'm pumped for Lamar.
Yeah, this is awesome.
He's about to get his money.
He about to get his money.
We've been
And
wondering
he
for
gets
a
to sit
long
back
time.
and get recruited. He gets to be recruited too, kind of from other teams. Like, hey, this is what we can do. This is what we can offer you. We want you here.
Yeah, the Jets are flying out to Aaron in California, probably to pitch.
Do they turn around?
Whether that's
Yeah.
Oh.
Seriously, do they say
Stop on the way home.
down in South Florida, that's a lot of. They're logging a lot of miles. I assume he's got a big.
Yeah, he'll be
Woody's.
okay.
He's got a big bird, I assume. They made a lot of money the last couple of years.
Bingo.
Not that they haven't in years past, but that family has certainly made quite a penny out there. It's an interesting time to be in the NFL. It's an interesting time to be a great quarterback.
Yeah.
Lamar's certainly that. And although they put the tag on him, it appears as if it's open season right now. He's able to negotiate with teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like what Mulugeta had with Deshaun.
Yes.
And Deshaun had obviously so much happening alongside of the football stuff that's very serious. Lamar's beloved by everybody.
Yep.
Yes.
Lamar is beloved by everybody, has zero distractions ever, except for he was on that beach and he jumped into a jet ski.
Yeah, hit the jet ski. Yep.
And then he was on that court doing one-on-ones in Louis flip-flops.
Yeah,
right.
flip-flops.
So I can't do that.
Good
Uh,
for Lamar.
But
I'm so
other-
happy for Lamar. I love that guy.
Yeah, that's a Steelers fan excited that Lamar's probably no longer in the AFC North.
That's right.
Where will he end up? We shall see. All signs pointing to the NFC South, though.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way. Like, this is perfect scenario for him because now you get multiple teams that are going to drive the price up. Like, that is 1,000% going to happen, which is why like Pac said, like, the Ravens have put themselves in a situation now where like they're fucked because either they're gonna have to pay way more than they initially wanted to or planned on it, or they're gonna lose him. Like it's as simple as that.
And can we please give a little bit of respect for the business acumen
Yeah.
to Lamar and his mom? Whenever we
Absolutely.
see this money that's about to come in to Lamar Jackson's life, whether it's from the Ravens matching or from another team, shout out to being able to say no, especially when you don't come from a lot and you see a lot of commas. When you start to see 2 commas in a deal definitely coming to you, easy to jump on, easy to make a bad deal. Lamar has sat in the pocket of this entire thing, and it's about to pay off in a massive way, we think. We're not 100% sure, but we think this is about to pay off in a huge way for Lamar Jackson.
Atlanta obviously is a great match. I really do think Indianapolis will take a shot. Look what they have done the past few years.
Steichen
Steichen and
Jalen Hurts.
Yes.
Steichen with Lamar could be awesome.
What do we? I mean, with their O line, with Jonathan Taylor.
And also, will the O-line know how to play O-line again?
Will y'all break the bank though? Is the question.
We have
They have
to.
the most cap space, and they've paid bums the last 3-4 years.
Whoa.
True.
Good God.
True story.
And Jim,
How many playoff games you win in the last 4 years?
Phillip Rivers took Team 2 to playoffs. We'll say lost to the Buffalo Bills.
Yes.
right.
So
Whose window is closed if Aaron goes to the Jets? Sorry.
we don't know any of that. That team's good all of a sudden, real
Yep.
good all of a sudden. And defense coordinator just steps away out of nowhere.
Yep.
If that offensive line learns how to play football again, they seemingly forgot last year.
Yep. They did.
And Jonathan Taylor's back there. And we got Jelani Woods, 6'7" tight end who can move. And Mo Alley Cox, another tight end that we can move.
Pittman.
And Michael Pittman, who has the ability to take the top off if he's going to go. And Lamar's in there with Steichen's offense. Come on, baby. You know what I mean? I mean, this is good stuff, AJ. This is what we are talking
Doesn't
about.
feel right. Indy doesn't feel like the right fit for Lamar.
Why are you being so negative? Just because Atlanta feels good? All right,
I
listen.
guess because Atlanta does. Atlanta feels so right. Indy feels just
Jim's
weird.
doing that
But
stadium
He'd
tour,
be
too.
awesome if they came.
Yeah, do the Jets feel right for Aaron? Like, did the Bucks feel
Yes.
right for Tom? Looking at it with
little
hindsight,
bit.
it does, but I don't think in the moment.
Albert Breer just tweeted, Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson also essentially controls his trade market right now. Baltimore can't trade his rights unless he signs that franchise tender. And right now, there's really no motivation at all for him to do that. Next week should be interesting as they start off the new league year, March 15th. We agree, Albert Breer. We're excited to watch it. Now all eyes are on New York. Are Danny Dimes and the Giants still negotiating? Will he get franchise tagged? If he gets franchise tagged, Saquon Barkley can't get franchise tagged. He'll probably be on the move. A lot happening in this NFL. We'll be back, manana. Good call, Tone. You're right. We shouldn't have left after Pac-Man drained that second NBA 3 and 120
Good shot,
people
Pat.
$500. Thanks for missing that first one.
Yeah,
If you make that first one, we're off the show.
Outta here.
You did that on purpose. We appreciate that. We'll see you tomorrow.